Good afternoon. I usually dance in front of people, but today I'm here to tell you that we should all dance. I believe that we should all dance. Let me explain why. We evolve in a system that teaches us to restrain ourselves. We have learned how to contain our creativity in order to fit in. From that, we suffer from a lack of expression in order, but we want to fit in, so we want to be accepted and you want to get a job. So thinking different, being different, quite often won't serve you. And because as soon as you start your path through education, you are asked to normalize and to be conventional so that you can fit in the box. And so slightly, slowly, we become formatted. More so, in our Western civilization, we have dissociated the mind from the body. When Oriental culture have found tools, such as practicing yoga, tai chi, whether or not they use it, they use those tools. They have them as a resource to connect the mind and the body. But we have separated both of them. And more so, we categorize people. I mean, it starts from school. You know, it seems that you're either good at throwing a ball or good at math. I'm sure you all have been, at some point, put it in a box. Anyway, all those rules encourage a gap between the mind and the body. And it's a shame, because I think dance seems to be innate within all of us. You know, as a child, I think we all have such an amazing potential to create, to express ourselves. I think you all have witnessed a child swinging, you know, to some music. I think toddlers are the best, you know. But it's spontaneous. It comes from here. And let me tell you, I teach dance. I teach dance to all ages. I teach ballet and contemporary dance, from baby to adults, amateurs, professional. And I think one of the best time I have during the week is when I teach creative dance to age 3 to 5. Creative dance can be associated with contemporary dance. It's self-expression through images, through games. And in this class, I've got this little girl, and she's full of resources, full of surprises. And the other day, we were riding unicorns. Yes, that's what we do. And I won't demonstrate it, but it was a lot of fun. And we had a little break because it was a bit too much after a while. They're only little. And after a while, I said, well, let's go. Let's stand up and go again. And there was this little girl. She was in the corner, and she was like, and I didn't know what she was doing. And she felt really concerned. So I came to her and I said, oh, what's going on? And she said to me, my unicorn won't go again. And I said, oh, well, what shall we do? She was, I don't know. And, well, you know, in that moment, I was panicked. Because I felt it. I felt the unicorn was sitting there and wouldn't do anything. And I thought, right, let's get the magic carrot. And she said, she looked at me like big eyes, and she said, the magic carrot, amazing. And she took the magic carrot, she gave it to the unicorn, and we started again. Because she believed in it, and I started to believe in it, to be honest. I was actually believing in it very, very, very much, and it was amazing. I had such a great time. This little girl again, last week, even better. We were pretending to paint the room. And at some point, I saw her, and she was like wiggling all over. And I came and said, "Oh, what are you doing?" And she said, "I am painting the room with my bottom." And I said, "Well, that is amazing, because I think you've got to be a dance teacher to hear that, you know?" And that was just so refreshing. And it made me think, why don't we paint the room with our bottom more often, even as grown-up, you know? We just have to listen to hear, you know, and just let it go a bit more. It's just so refreshing. That asked me, why don't we dance more often? I mean, in other cultures, such as some African culture, they dance for multiple reasons. Even we have folkloric dance, character dance, but, and I'm talking especially in France, I think gradually we forget about those traditions, about those dances, and I think it's a shame. I've also have a vague memory of my philosophy teacher telling us about those priests in the 4th century in the Catholic Church dancing for a religious celebration. You don't see many dancing priests nowadays. And why? You know, why not? It is strange because although dance belongs to everybody, you know, we own dance. Nobody owns it. Nobody owns the right to dance. It seems that we need platforms such as dance classes. We pay to go dancing, or nightclubs. You know, we pay to get in a box to dance. Maybe we got too self-conscious. But Martha Graham, who was one of the pioneers of modern dance, which led after into contemporary dance, once said, "Nobody cares if you dance well, just get up and dance." Because a good dancer is made not by his technique, but by his passion. And dance should be about passion, about pleasure, about feeling the excitement here of you dancing. It's not about how you look. I mean, look at me. I'm probably the shortest person in this room. And I am a professional dancer, so it can happen. And it's not about how good you are at it. Nobody cares, you know. I think dance should be just about how you feel, the well-being that it creates in you, the excitement of it. I mean, dance is a form of expression as drawing, as singing, and I mean, who doesn't sing once in a while in the shower? Often we all do. Why don't we dance? Maybe the shower is not the appropriate and most suitable place to do it, but you know, you've got a room, you've got a bedroom, anywhere. I think, yes, I want to just talk about when I was a child. I used to watch Mike Jackson, you know, I'm Bad, John Travolta, Staying Alive, Grease, all this thing. And I couldn't stop dancing. It was just, you know, getting inspired. So my parents enrolled me in a dance class. And I never stopped since that. I went to university. I studied Italian, history, and literature, which I really enjoyed, but it wasn't for me. I couldn't be sitting in a chair all day and not moving. I had too much energy, too much to express. So I started again, and I trained as a professional dancer, and I've been since that, yes, dancing professionally and teaching every day, and I just love it. And I think we sometimes speak when we speak of dance. Sorry, we we see that maybe as a slightly elitist thing. And I think most of the time, especially if we speak about contemporary dance scares people, because most of the time people picture a bunch of dancers, waving around, rolling on the floor, and it can sound a little bit self-indulgent, and some people might say even intellectual masturbation. But I think it is a lot more than that, and it can be life-changing. If you think of the relationship between a choreographer and his dancer, and between them and the audience, how powerful it can be. You go to see a performance, you might hate it, you might reject it, but you might also love it. But what matters is at the end, there is a reaction. Something happens to you. Yes? Something here and here. And I think it's the same with a relationship between the teacher and the student. We're sharing the same passion. I'm going to tell you about one of my students. She came once to my contemporary adult class, and she didn't know anything about contemporary dance. She came once, and since that, she's been coming every single day, and she loves it, and she's always come back, and it's been 2 years. One day I received an email from her telling me about a condition that she has been diagnosed with, and that was make her suffer a lot. But she had found dance, and it was life-changing for her. It helped her ease the pain. It helped her accept her body, because dance is not only an art form, but it is, and probably most importantly, a therapy. And I think dance as a career, yes, it is demanding, it is very hard, it is strict. But like any other job, I mean, if you want to be good at it, you've got to master it. But you can find as much benefit and passion if you do that as a hobby, if you do it for fun, and I think probably even more sometimes. And I think you will notice the improvement really, really, really quickly happening, just because of the dedication you put on it, just because of the love, maybe, the happiness of it. And I think just dancing around people, dancing with people, you connect with them in a different level. You don't talk to them. You just feel the energy. You just feel them around you, and you're sharing this place with them. And you connect on another level, and it's such a powerful experience that I encourage you to try at some point. And I will finish with a quote who is to me one of the most inspiring women and choreographer in our time. Her name is Pina Bausch. She said, "Dance, dance, dance, otherwise we are lost." Thank you very much.